Okay. Thank you to my opponent for waiting. Are we still? We're still before. Okay, good. We're still before round starts anyway. Okay. Oh, sweet, we gotta play. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's worth trying to mulligan to something like a fox in this game. You have 4 claim, yeah, 4 claim. So let's just keep this. We'll cycle turn 1, turn 2, we'll have Valiant Rescuer and just Triumph. So though maybe... Actually, it's probably better to play Stinger turn 1, or turn 2. Because I guess the question is, will we play Stinger turn 3 regardless? Okay, well, they're doing a Gutter Bone start, yeah. Then let's just play Rescuer, because we wouldn't be blocked. If they played a Cat, or, assuming they had Scorpion. Yeah, I mean, this also is a moot point if they don't have... We don't have a third land drop. No, they don't. Oh, but they have tried to place up Butchers. There's a little... There's a little thing. So... Sorry, the one. Hopefully he'll land. Look at that. Just gotta be polite and ask. So I think here... we are going to... We'll plan on... I mean, we're going to double cycle almost for sure. We'll plan on trading off with Gutter Bones, assuming they attack, though. A little less excited when they play Reaper. How much can we allow our life total to go? Because if we took that, we could then bash for 3 and offer up the trade with Rescuer. Because if we go next turn, we go Sting. Well, let's just start by seeing what our next card is. Yeah, let's just take it. Because I think our best chance of winning is going to be in the race. So we could bash with everything. If he blocks here, then we then fight the other one. I don't like that though. Let's throw down the Stinger and bash. Just with the Rescuer. Hopefully we can draw a land so we can keep going. Let's do healer, because we're not going to play both of them. Come on, mana. Mana. Only willing to be so kind to me. Alright, so now I'm much more happier trading these off. I'm going to take one more, I think, from Butcher. And then after that, we're going to start playing on chumping it. Now, one of the main... Because, yeah, if we would have hit a land, odds it would have been nice just for being able to just cycle one more time, one more trigger, but then next turn being able to play another Stinger and potentially have 2 cycles, try and hit a 3rd land to keep going. Just has the ability to put us in a much better position. Okay, so you do have Oven. So you can always spike for 4 and... Okay. Priest is annoying. Priest is super annoying. Yeah, we kind of have to go for blood on to try and kill the priest. Hopefully, because if there's a couple... Okay. It was more so the option I was hoping they were going to do. Let's... Okay, so our options here, we can swing in. I think, yeah, let's just swing in with Stinger. We could swing with Stinger plus a soldier, but let's keep the soldiers back. And they're just jumping there. So we'll get to return it. And let's play another stinger, and then hopefully we can spend this. Now they only have one card in hand. So hopefully they don't have a Mayhem Devil. That's really the card that we're most concerned about. Yeah, if they're doing things like, we'll be able to chump the Butcher a couple times. We can get a lot of damage in with Cyclers, and then our ultimate plan is to hopefully just get a Zenith Flare so that not this turn but the next turn be able to kill them. Now, best draws would probably just be stop it. Yeah, because we have to do something about the priest. That's one of the biggest issues of this, is if we do not deal with the priest, then they do have lethal. So yeah, because if our, between this draw and the next draw, if what we're getting is, okay, they're not doing that. Let's start just by, I guess we could do, how good is Healer? Because they potentially have, they can deal 3 to us, brings us down to 6 with a cat, and next turn it'd be 2, 2, and 4, so that'd be 8. Yeah, so even with us playing Healer and cycling to gain life, that doesn't quite get us there. Okay, so I'll just cycle 1, because if we end up hitting a Zenith Flare, then I think we'll just want to be open to fire it off this turn. Okay, we didn't. So cycle Healer. And we're just going to plan on doing Go for Blood again on you. Because you're going to do 3, get us down to 6. And then, yeah, if you want to, so... yeah, drawing this many lands is definitely unfortunate. So we're at 9, so we are 41. Okay, so 9 in second. There's letting it happen. You can enter tapped, and then we'll pass. Yeah, and they're going to gain life, so they'll be out of Helix range, but... yeah, this is the biggest concern, because they can do this, drain us some. If we don't hit a Helix, we pretty... because then they have us dead the next turn, right? Because you're bringing us down to 6. This turn you can then do it for 2 more, get us down to 4. And then Butcher dying. Oh, is this actually... okay, yeah, because you... yeah, is this lethal? Because we're gonna kill that. You sack that, hit us for 4, return it with a food. Yeah, and then you sack gas. So they have lethal. They played it right. Okay, first loss. Should get a little better for us post board. Because what do you usually bring in duress? Otherwise, Heartless Act usually comes in. It's not amazing by any means, but that'd be it. I've seen some Rotting Register. I hope they bring in a Rotting Register, but what? Okay. Oh, duh, they got too far. I saw an extra food and assumed. I don't know, I just saw something happen. Alright, so I bring in the other shredded sails, bring in both cages. We're bringing Dragonfires for sure. Is this one we want Justice Strike in? Alright, Mayhem Devil is obviously annoying. I do say God's Willing has been such a card for it. I wish I had more time to dedicate to testing that in this matchup specifically. Because they're just not bringing in that much removal, so I don't like it in this one. Sometimes when they bring in a bunch of Scorching Dragon Brains, that's just 2 Heartless Acts isn't quite where I want to be. But yeah, so we'll just keep that out. Sword 5. Yeah, that'll be good. Right, so cut Sergeant Development for sure, and then the Memory Leaks. Reason for cutting all that is because they have a Robber of the Rich, and so those cheaper ones are the most costly. That's why I'm only playing one of the 2-mana cycler, because the ability for them to just attack, activate it, and then they can pay 2 mana to make something into a 4/4 can be really difficult from our end. It just makes blocking such a nightmare. Right, so we have what's hopefully a good hand. We'll get to go Fox, Bash for 3, turn 2. And just really hope that they don't kill it immediately. Because if they do something like Oven plus Claim the Firstborn on our Fox, this is about all this hand has going on. I mean, obviously we're going to draw 3 new cards next turn. Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, let's cycle this. Because we get another Fox. I'd rather play that anyway. Okay. Alright, please don't have claim. Another annoying card is if they just play a cat. That's also super annoying for us. Okay, Dreadhorde I'm fine with. So I think here we're just going to play Stinger. I'm going to play a land, cycle. So we might just next turn do Loris plus Cycle no matter what. Though obviously it depends on what they do. If they don't lead back blockers, I just feel like they're gonna claim Fox. I just feel like that's so likely to happen. They have... Yeah, this sideboard with 0 lanterns is one of the main reasons that I wanted to play cycling this weekend. Is I think we've seen 1 lantern in the first 14 rounds. So we could block and trade. I'm fine with not. Yeah, because we are having the ability to just be the beatdown this game. So I really like that aspect of it. Alrighty, that's tempting. Let's just start by let's cycle Stinger. Let's see how low we can get them. We'll end a fight. So if we do go for the blood, we can take out Woe Strider. Actually, no. Because if we do that, they can let that happen and then sack the Butcher. Or they can sack Butcher in response and do that. Let's just attack with both, because I'm completely okay trading Stinger for Woe Strider, I think. I guess what happens if we... Because they just block here, then they have... That'll be 6 plus sacking, it'll be 4, so that'll be 10. That put us... Oh, that puts us down to 7. Yeah, they're not going to have enough to kill us from there. And I really like the idea of trying to be able to set up kind of being able to just get them. Okay, so you're probably going to sack and scry. Because right now we are at... Okay. So I'm going to take 2, go to 9. If we go cycle, they go down to 7. That goes up to 6 if we don't hit a cycler in the next... If we cycle the next 3, we won't see it. Let's just leave it at this and pass. This was most likely able that we're just going to be able to win with our Zenith Flare next turn. I mean, theoretically, they can leave mana open to be able to sack something to Oven and go off that way. I suppose the main way we lose in this situation is if they have claimed the firstborn on the Fox and Bash, then they're going to hit us for, well, that'd be 11 down to 6. It forces us down to 2. Think of something else. So double claim, we lose 2, but they would have already played a claim if they did have one. And I guess it'd be claim plus Dread Horde Butcher also kills us. Yeah, but I think, I mean, just part of just being an aggro matchup, I think that when we have the ability to be aggressive, kill them quickly with a Zenith Flare, and I think we're just so much more likely in this matchup to win this way by racing them than we are to try to play around every single thing that they could possibly have. Especially when some of these cards just do not make sense for what they have, what they should have available to them. Alrighty, what else you got? Oh! That is somewhat unfortunate. Okay, so they did bring in Duress. That's a downside. Okay, another Witch's Oven. 2 more Witch's Oven, okay. So... that was cycle 1. Hopefully we can just run a handful. Let's just cycle Rescuer. That puts it up at 7. Because yeah, we're real close to just... yeah, I think we're just going to be casting Football Fall Crater to be able to help make sure we push through damage. This deck feels so weird sometimes. Alright. Okay, so what all... yeah, actually, bringing Duress, I just don't like God's Welling, so... but the whether or not to bring in Deafening Clarion that's the biggest debate I have with this deck sometimes. And because they are a more aggressive version, I want to bring it in when they are on the play. Because if they do go something like they go turn 1 Gutter Bones, turn 2 Robber, or Butcher, or a Priest, or whatever, turn 3 Mayhem Devil, there are very few ways for us to be able to try and come back, and that's one. Okay. We're gonna keep this. I want to just look again at the statistics. Okay, so 16 lands in deck. Chance of us drawing one on our first draw would be 30%. So really what matters is 2. I guess 3 we just plan on cycling, because we'll be cycling anyway, so we have a 66.8% chance of getting there on 2 draws for turns and a cycle. So I'm fine with that, and we can potentially miss and have it be fine. So here, by just playing a land and cycling turn 1, I guess if they have Cat plus Oven, we'll take an extra point of damage. But actually, no. We don't want to get that duress. That's our game plan. Because I tried not playing Cage. I tried a couple other strategies against this deck, because a lot of people were going much more in a... Come on, oh dang. Really wanted that one to be a land, so we could just play Healer and just plan on just trying to trade off with Butcher. Okay. I don't have anything for our graveyard, so let's just cycle that, not waste time. We need to hit something to deal with this Butcher, though. That's a real issue. We don't have red mana, we don't have a removal spell. So that's my biggest concern right now, is we don't have a way of dealing with their... Like, if we draw Scorching Dragonfire or Mountain on this next draw step, we can potentially hit the other half of that to deal with it, but it's just so unlikely to happen. Okay, so they did have Duress. I mean, yeah, they're going Butcher that turn 2 no matter what. I think our best path to victory essentially is, especially because they're not playing on a fast clock, is we just need to hit a land drop. Definitely Clarinet's gonna look so freaking sad if we can't hit lands. Oh my goodness. Not like this. Not like this. Okay. Alright, so there's step 1. They are not playing anything. So that means almost certainly don't have creatures. They could have a Claim the Firstborn or House. I do not want to play into them. I really don't want to play into them having a removal spell for our creatures. Okay. So let's just play Sacred Foundry, have it go tap, pass to them. And then next turn we can go Rescuer creature. Another one? Ugh. This is how we die. This is how we die. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Yeah, do we even have a way out now? Okay, so we get Rescuer, and so we have a land in these next 2. So Rescuer plus Cycle, that's block chump. Basically buying time to try and make Zenith Flare into something that can actually do something. Feels like our best. Come on, untap land, please. 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 If they stack that to go, like, yeah, because if they have a Claim the Firstborn, Then you almost 100% just sack this, kill that, and make sure we can't get another one. I guess there's a big argument for just waiting until the end of my turn, because it just doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to make another one with Rescuer till then. Hey, Gunty. But we just have to Zenith Flare. Oh, come on. Okay. Well. Womp womp. It was close-ish. Ah! That just... Normally, Cage buys you so much time, but like, oh wow. Yeah, we're not prepared for the Triple Dread Horde Bircher draw. That is not what we were set up for, so... Alright. We are... 8 and 6, so 9-6 is going to be the best we can. Hopefully not with just one round left. So we'll see what happens.